One of the most fun parts of Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is discovering interesting things to do and see around the city that the game doesn't tell you about. So I'm still having a lot of fun even though I've platinumed the game. Durag Nation, while we wait for the new patch to drop that will bring New Game Plus and Mission Select, here's some cool things you can do in Spider-Man 2 right now, including a new trick to reach unknown parts of the map that nobody knows about yet. So if this information was helpful, hit the like button so more people will see it, but if it wasn't for you, change it to a dislike. So one of the new mechanics Spider-Man 2 introduced was riding a bike. This first happened during the story when Harry and Peter reunite for the first time since he went on his European vacation, but you can do this anytime and ride around the city. Just go to this area in downtown Queens and head for an alley with shine spray painted on the wall. There will be an abandoned red bike there that you can ride by walking up to it and pressing triangle. You can do this with Peter or Miles, and the bike will always respawn at this location. Another cool feature you can do now is basically turn Spider-Man 2 into a solo game for the Spiderverse version of Spider-Man Noir. I might have to do a whole new playthrough with this on because it's so fire. To turn on Noir mode, you just have to adjust some settings. Pause and go to the visual settings, then go down to high contrast options. From there, all you have to do is change the NPCs, enemies, and items to white or black and turn on the high contrast background, and this will give you that noir effect. One of the features some fans have been requesting is the ability to change the weather and time of day. This was something that was added to Miles Morales but wasn't included in Spider-Man 2. Insomniac hasn't confirmed if they will add this one to the game, but in case they don't, you can actually do it yourself thanks to the Mysteriums. Since different ones take place at different times of day, you can use a trick to apply those conditions outside of the challenge environment. Simply drop down to a Mysterium and enter. Before you are sucked in, pull up your map and select the Mysterium you are currently entering and hit replay. It will drop you directly into the mission and start the countdown. Before the countdown finishes, pause the game and abandon the mission. You will appear outside and the time of day will be the same as it was in the Mysterium. The process is the same for each one. Chinatown gives you that really cool early morning glow, while the one in Midtown turns it to midnight. The Upper East Side location makes it rain, and the Central Park Mysterium is sunset. Next, Peter got some upgrades to his traversal in this game, which includes a really fun air trick where he solves a Rubik's Cube, but this isn't unlockable or in his move list. But don't worry, it's pretty simple to do. When you're pretty high up, go into a dive by pressing L3 and then immediately hold square and down without letting go. This should cause Peter to go into the Rubik's Cube animation. Speaking of traversal, there's also a trick to basically stay in the air forever and get extremely high up off the ground. The trick works for both Peter and Miles, but you get much higher by using Peter because of his animations. This one is pretty straightforward once you get the rhythm right. First, you obviously need to have Spider Jump and Spider Dash unlocked, in addition to the aerial escapades ability that recharges both skills when you do air tricks. While in the air, hold square and keep spamming triangle at the same time, which will cause you to keep doing a front flip that charges the skills quickly. After about 3 rotations, dash and then immediately jump. Keep repeating this and you will be able to reach higher than the airplanes. Once you reach a certain height with this trick, you can get around the restrictions on exploring the undiscovered parts of the map. Usually you are automatically turned away, but this trick allows you to freely explore them by literally flying over the barrier. As you see, these areas of the game are not finished yet because you weren't meant to be there, but it's still cool to look around, and they will likely be explorable in future DLC or in a sequel. Speaking of which, thanks to some new secrets and reveals from Insomniac, we have a lot more information about the first Spider-Man 2 DLC. I'll talk about that in the next video on screen.